What's up, everybody? Soul here with another sort of Convallaria video, and today we're going to talk about what we always talk about at the beginning of each month or the end of a month, and that is the state of the game. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. First, foremost, we have to take a look at everything that is going on in the events tab, and of course we got For This World of Peace. It's coming to an end. We've got about a month left of good events here, maybe a month and a half. Of course, Voyage of Destiny is next. As of right now, we have Tower of Adversity. Absolutely love this event. Season 2, this is my favorite, bar none. This is so great. There's so many different ways to play it. Can't say enough good about it. We'll get to that later. And then, of course, Voyage of Discovery is coming up next, and that starts in about a week's time. Can't wait for that. That will be interesting, to say the least. Of course, we have our Spiral Destinies, where you can get those rewards. It's got some great new story here with Anana and everything centered around her. You got 20 days to get in on that. And then you've got our new collab, which is Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon. And so this is a fantastic anime. We have this collab in the game. If you're a fan and you're interested, make sure you jump into the game and come check it out. This is phenomenal because we have, as you can see, free characters. We have a free character here in Senshi. And so that's really generous of the game. It's really generous of XD Studios. Senshi's a phenomenal character. I've enjoyed playing him, and it's been a blast to take advantage of this. This collab has been a lot of fun. And of course, right now we got Marcel, and then next we'll have Fall In coming in about 7 days time. Can't wait for that. And then, as I told you, there is a fantastic event. Very elaborate, very detailed, absolutely great. Get your cook on. Come in here, make a meal. Let's just do something, you know, what do we got here? Just click this. Let's do this madness. I haven't had a tremendous amount of time to play, but as you can see, it's got a fun, nice little animation. You got some text here to read. And then, of course, boom, we click, and we done. We've made us a meal. Phenomenal. And of course, you can go further. You can make recipes over and over again to master them. And if you choose to do so, you got a nice little skip button here. You don't have to go through that animation each time. And you get bonuses for doing so. And of course, you equip those meals and you get stats. Fantastic event. A lot to do. Love it. Can't say enough good about it. And then, of course, you've got Tower Adversity, which is another phenomenal event. We have a lot to do here. I've been messing around with mine, so I've kind of erased my run. That's unlucky, you know, but it is what it is. This has been a blast as far as running this. This has been some of my favorite gameplay, and I cannot say enough good about it. You have apparently 8 hours left, 9 hours left to get in on it, so make sure you jump on it. As of this recording, when this video uploads, you'll have less time than that, so get at it at ASAP if you're interested in getting in there. The rewards are definitely worth it. You want to make sure you get all of these awesome, fantastic awards, which I have just now clicked, as you saw. Oops. And Voyager's Conundrum, we just wrapped up. Nothing wrong with that. You got your comeback companion. You got some time to take advantage of that still, another 20 days. So if you've quit the game, you're deciding on whether or not you want to play or not, jump back in here. Here's a code. I've got one more left. Thank you so much for those who have been taking advantage of that. And yeah, jump back in the game because now is a great time to play. And then we got our Ascension here. And so this is Maximum Liberation. And so these are these new skills. We talked about this before. Man, this is so great. You can't say enough good about these skills. They've really revitalized these older characters and given them a lot of great utility. Check out some of my other videos. I just posted one with Guzman and Miguel kind of going out and doing some work. This has really done a lot to reinvigorate the game, reinvigorate those older characters that have been around for a long time. Fantastic. With that all said, we have to also take a moment to look at our expedition. And so this is a new gameplay mode where you're basically dispatching units. You have a lighthouse you're trying to level up and get going. And then of course you're sending them out to various locations. You select your members and you have various bonuses, and they go and they bust it up and get you what you need to progress. This is a fantastic way to get some extra loot and some extra items and grind those characters. And it's very rewarding if you've taken the time to rank up your characters and to get those star levels on your characters. It's absolutely phenomenal. This is a fantastic new way to play the game. I really enjoyed it, and I'm grateful. And of course, you have some great way to get some nice new items, some way to get some astral shards, new equipment that is unique for some of these characters like Coco, Agatha, and Momo. Fantastic stuff right there. And then of course you can get Kai and Shaq Lulu in here for free as long as you grind up those resources to get them. Absolutely phenomenal stuff right there. On top of that, you've got that Pioneering Odyssey like we talked about before. You've got, of course, your way to come in here. You're gathering these resources over time. I haven't had a tremendous amount of time to sink into it. I'm really slacking and lacking. But you come in here, you grind this out. There's absolutely tons of levels, tons of content. You're getting stronger. And of course, all of that is so that you can do better on these pioneering challenges, where you can grind out these resources for those rank 13 skills. Cannot say enough good about it. Get in there, get after it, enjoy yourself. I'm slacking on it, but I'd absolutely plan on hitting it quite a bit. This is phenomenal new content in the game. Can't say enough good about that. With that all said, let's jump over to the Steam database. So here we are looking at our chart in the Steam database. This is what we've been looking at over the past 3 months. And so we can see in June and July, we've had a fairly consistent average of players. You can see with these different banners coming out and the number kind of going up and down. Bear in mind, this does not reflect mobile players. I understand that, but it's still good information. It's a great way to kind of see the fluctuation of players and how they're jumping in and out of the game. This is a gacha game. That does happen. And so as we can see, once we hit anniversary time, we saw a huge uptick in our player base, pretty much doubling. And then it's been fairly consistent since. Absolutely great, which means that they've been jumping in, they've been reinvigorated in their interest in the game, and it's been rewarding enough that they've pretty much stayed around. They haven't left, and it's been a month, over a month. So this is absolutely fantastic. So excited to see this. And of course, we're going to have a new player banner coming up here soon, which will, a new character banner, and then we'll see a nice little uptick again, per the norm. Absolutely love it. The new characters coming up are phenomenal, exciting, can't wait for them. Of course, XD Studios has released that there's the immediate characters coming up, but then also the new characters down the line, the Element characters. So can't say enough about that. Super stoked for it. This is exciting stuff. Also, let's jump over and look at the revenue. As you can see right here, last month we were hitting about 770,000 on our game right here, and that's a combined income. We obviously have hit an uptick. We hit an uptick of a very good amount, nearly a 50% increase in revenue, and so that is phenomenal. Absolutely love that. Love to see it. And so we want to keep seeing that going up, and the way XD Studios are communicating and putting out content, I'm pretty confident that that will be the case. We'll consistently continue to see an uptick. This is a great indicator of things to come. I'm excited. This game just gonna keep on trucking, keep on moving, and hopefully XD Studios will keep giving us the content and giving us everything we need to stay invested, especially with Final Fantasy Tactics looming on the horizon, coming out of course at the end of the month. There's a whole plethora of Final Fantasy Tactics fans, tactical RPG fans, so on and so forth, coming into the fray that'll be re-entering the genre, picking up their gaming consoles and you name it, dusting off those those game pads and playing again. And hopefully once they're done with Tactics, or as they're playing Tactics, they'll take an interest in Sword of Convallaria, and we can see something great come out of that. I'd even love to see a Tactics collab. Random shout out to XD. But let's talk about what we would like to see in the game to continue improving. And so I've seen a lot of feedback from everybody in the community. I hear a lot of things. And of course, one thing that I think everybody would be really excited about is some improvements to the PvP. I'm not saying that the game needs to come about PvP. I understand a lot of people think it's just a Whales game, and so once you start investing in PvP, it really takes away from the game, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing wrong with adding an option. If Whales want to go at it and spin to be the top performers and play, we already have that going on in the leaderboard. Let them have it in PvP. I think it's a phenomenal thing. Give people more ways to play, and of course, it's more incentive for them to play and to spend, and the game will do better. Personal opinion, I really think it's a great idea. Hopefully, XD Studios takes the time to do so, because players want a more reason to play and in better ways. And of course, I'm not just talking about friending people and challenging them in PvP. We want actual PvP events. Maybe a whole window outside of Clash where you can go in, lock into a challenge, load up, and then of course you maybe have an elo, a leaderboard, and you fight based on that, and you can climb and or fall and have various ranks. I'd absolutely love to see something like that. It'd really enhance the game. Now, are you punished for not doing it? No, not at all. I think that if they do it like Clash, where you're going to go in, and as long as you hit a certain threshold, you get some rewards, I think that's more than enough. Clash, I do the bare minimum because, I don't care about the titles. The way they handle it's perfect. You get titles for doing better, and then the rewards are the same once you hit that threshold. I treat PvP the same way. Go in there, make it easy to get that one threshold, that threshold period dot, and then once you reach that, make it, cosmetic rewards past that, and let people have a ball. And then keep the rewards the same all the way up to the top. I think the reward system they have established is very good for that reason, and so I'd suggest them to do the same with PvP. I would also suggest that they add something to the guilds. We want more ways to play with our friends, to communicate, to have social experiences, and so I would urge XD Studios to add more to this. There's not enough here. We want boss battles, raid battles, you name it, whatever you want to call it, add it to the game. That would be absolutely phenomenal if we had a way to play with our guildies and invest into like a big boss, go in and smack them, take turns. It doesn't matter how you execute it, just give us that, because it'll allow us to communicate and share and raise our camaraderie. Like I said, we want more ways to play, give players more reasons to play, and to ultimately spend in the game. It's good business. Outside of that, I think that personally I would like to see a game mode where it's specifically centered on wave survival. Tower Adversity had a little bit of that going on in this season, and I really enjoyed that. It had last season too. I would love to see a constant game mode where you go in, you do some wave survival, and it's a leaderboard. You get some rewards. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it's very rewarding because you're invited to use characters that aren't otherwise utilized too often, like your Paminas, your alert units, your healers, and that is phenomenal. I want all these units to have utility, and that different game modes and different play styles do that. Those different challenges demanding different strategies do that. So give us some wave survival so that our tanks and healers have far more utility, our alert units, and we can invest in them confidently. With that said, we took a little poll on the channel, and we were checking out what we would get for an interest in our community for the next collab. There's been some discussion on it. Hopefully XD Studios executes another collab, And I threw up 4 options. Of course, Freyrin, Jobless Reincarnation, RE0, and Demon Slayer. And Freyrin won hands down, 58% of the votes. Wow. A lot of people really wanted that to win. Demon Slayer came in second, but trailing by a wide margin. And then, of course, Jobless Reincarnation only barely beat out RE0, but they both are comfortably last. And honestly, there's not a huge demand for them. People really love Freyrin. This would be a phenomenal thing to see in the game. And so, yeah, I would absolutely love it. But I wouldn't be mad about Demon Slayer. Katana units in the game, please. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fun. So, with that all said, it is safe to say that the state of the game is pretty great. Things have been looking up. Things have been phenomenal and really good overall. I think as long as we maintain a good communication with the studio and vice versa, I think the potential is there. Hopefully, we have turned a corner and XD Studios is paying attention and listening, and they will be interested in our feedback and investing in the game accordingly. Make sure you drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Talk about it. I do believe that what you say will be seen. So jump down there and talk. Of course, you guys support each other. Hit likes on the comments that you prefer, things you agree with, so on. Be respectful, and let's see what we can talk about and raise and mention as far as interest in our community. I think it's absolutely inherent, important, imperative that we do it. And so please jump in there and throw it in there. Let's talk about it big time. And hopefully we can impact this game that we love even more so, because I'm so stoked to see it doing well. I've been so happy with this last month's turn of events and the way things have been going. It's been a joy to play this game. Very, very rewarding. And so if you're on the fence and you're looking at the game, maybe you're not interested in playing, maybe you're not sure, maybe you've been burned, know that now is a good time to come back and come play. Please, welcome back. Come jump in. This is a fantastic game to play already, and now you have even more reason to do so. Things are really, really looking up. If you're interested in Dungeon Meshi, a delicious dungeon, maybe you're ramping up for Final Fantasy Tactics and you're looking for something to play to keep you busy and occupied. Until then, this is it. This game scratches that itch, does everything for you. I'm a huge Tactics fan. It's my favorite game of all time. Here it is. This game is absolutely phenomenal. We'd be absolutely happy to have you back in our community. With that all said, that's my 2 cents. That's my piece. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the game, and make sure you drop down in the comments and talk about it. Huge shout out to my Patreon members. I absolutely adore you, and I appreciate your support. It absolutely means the world to me. Because of you, I'm able to make the pools and get the resources to get the guides and the information out and to create all the content. So thank you so much for your support. If you're interested in that, make sure you check out the links down below for our Patreon, as well as our Discord, where we talk all things Sword of Convallaria and then some. We'd be absolutely happy to have you in that community as well. Please come join us. And yeah, remember, if you're on the fence, come play. Quit messing around. Download the game. Play. We are excited to have you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.